or in an Islamic country where it's given full protection and it is proved beyond doubt, then we have no problem. But if there's no proof, just that you are a Muslim brother, that is not possible. At that particular time, this ulama went from Pakistan, and the whole group of ulama, Hazrat Taqi Saheb is still living. There were some other ulama there. Moulana Abdul Razak has passed away. Some other ulama also were there. And they went and they tried to explain. They were sent, of course, by the Pakistani government too, and they themselves thought that just handing one person over, because we haven't seen for so many hundreds of years after the Ottoman Turks had gone, we didn't see any of the Islamic rule coming. The first time we see some sort of Muslim rule coming to a country, Islamic rule coming to a country, it has started already for the reason of just one person. Why keep it back? And they said we had a meeting. I heard this from Hadhrat Mullah Khan Saheb himself too, Rahmatullah alayhi. And in the meeting we put our request forward to Mullah Omar and his 2 or 3 people that were there, that just for the sake of one person, hand him over, at least then freely you can practice Islam here. Then he said, Moulana Salimullah Khan Sahib says, that I heard something in my ears, that I wish that the earth could disappear under my feet. Mullah Omar said, on the day of Qiyamah, if I hand over one Muslim brother to a disbeliever, who will save me on the day of Qiyamah? And as far as the country is concerned, I know the might of America, we will be destroyed. But the object is not the country. This country can go, but the command of Allah cannot break. Hazrat Moulana Salimullah Khan said, for 50 years I'm teaching Kitab al-Iman in Bukhari. After 50 years, I saw what Iman is. That whatever conditions come upon us, we don't have to see the result. We are not here to see the results. We have to see the command of Allah and to be firm on that particular command of Allah Ta'ala. And at that person time, I remember also, a very senior person told us that inshallah I will not die at the hands of the Americans. And this I mentioned some years ago, so many years ago. And we know that Mullah Omar Rahmatullah passed away just a kilometer away from the main base that they had in Kabul, in Kandahar and Kabul. But in spite of that, they could not trace him because Allah had protected him. And for 20 years now, people were completely ill-equipped everywhere. But they were not ill-equipped but Iman. How they survived. And what offers would not make to them? That the roads will be made up. You develop everything. Only thing you have to do is this, that first and foremost they have to hand over Osama bin Laden, and then certain laws regarding Islam which they regard as very, very strict. But Mullah Omar said, not a single law of Islam in any way will be sacrificed for the sake of the country. The country is not there, the country is there for the sake of Islam, not Islam for the sake of the country. Like very, very beautifully, in the COVID thing that one professor put it forward, that I don't know if the vaccine has been created because of COVID or the COVID because of the vaccine. In the same way he said that as far as Islam is concerned, doesn't need a country. We are here to enforce the whole laws of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Regarding, we know now in this, what happened in this last few days, I think every person who has Iman in his heart in any part of the world must have brought great benefit to him, happiness to him. And it shows us the beneficial of the ayat of Quran Kareem, Kam min fiyatin kalila, ghalabat fiyatan kasira. That a small band of people can overcome a great majority of people, not only in numbers, from every aspect. Allah Ta'ala given these other countries such sort of equipment that while we are sitting here, they can Google us, they can send a bomb, they can destroy us. That is as far as asbab is concerned. But if Allah's help is not, if Allah's help is not them, and they wish to do something, nothing can happen without Allah's commandments. So here was administration that in every aspect, they were completely what they call weakened, overpowered in every way. As far as numbers are concerned, as far as technology is concerned, as far as arms are concerned, as far as clothes, these poor people have temples. Many of them don't have even proper shoes. and how Allah Ta'ala has brought them in this 20th century down is something that will refresh our iman. And in this time, if anybody feels and says, Na'uzubillah, that Islam cannot be enforced, but Islam is there, but the few things should be changed as far as laws regarding women is concerned. My dear brothers, that is a word of kufr. One is our weakness. We know that we are weak. We can't make amal on deen. Regard this weakness and make istighfar. But that firm yaqeen is a necessary requisite of the iman. That iman that we should die with. That is a regular iman that every law of Islam, 100% true and 100% our salvation lies in it. Not one law of Islam can be sacrificed. Imagine Mullah Omar and his people. Not one single law of Islam they were prepared to sacrifice. They stood firm, they gave their lives, they stayed hungry. There were times that they reminded us of Badr and these sort of incidents where one khajur, two khajur they had. They did not have enough food to eat. They had to fight a mighty enemy. They did not have enough arms. For days and days, sometimes eating grass, they used to go in that particular way. Sometimes eating leaves also. Fighting an enemy, eating leaves, etc. In that condition, they survived not for 1 year, not for 2 years, not for 10 years, for 20 years. They were cut off from the rest of the world. No aid could go to them. If anybody aided them in any way, then they also regarded as terrorists. And up to now, na'uzubillah, they are Muslims who feel that they are terrorists. They should not be doing this. The women's rights, where are the women's rights? Na'uzubillah, as if today we have some fikr, we have concern for women's rights. Islam did not have any rights for women's rights. As far as the protection that Allah has given women, nobody has given women. Our one great alim used to say that azadi and freedom of women, that is 1400 years ago. As far as awari is concerned, for women to be used as the West wants them to use, that even in the office of the President of the USA, a woman is not safe. We know where the Lewinsky missile came from. And there is not an isolated incident. Just today I was reading one article that in one of the parks of Karachi, people came in and they got the women and abused them openly in one of the parks of Karachi, but nobody is talking about that. Lums University, there was one research out lately, which is a top university in Pakistan, and there it was written that how the girls are abused by the professors, and those girls that satisfy the professors, nothing happens to them. They get all the marks, and those that don't go along, they have to fall out, and they're very, very strictly with as far as examinations are concerned. And there's no secret, this is common. But nobody's got any objection that everything is fine. Because we are living, our mentality is a Western mentality. Our iman is this, that what the West says, we believe in that. What the Quran says, what Allah's Rasul said, we say, but, my dear brothers, then we're not going to die with iman. And for that I will quote one incident of Hazrat Hafiz Abdul Rahman Saheb Rahmatullahi Alayhi, and that's what I heard personally from him. He mentioned over time, where Hazrat bin Nuri had mentioned, a person came back and he wanted to emigrate to Medina Munawwara, and Hazrat bin Nuri Rahmatullah advised him, no, go and work in your people and work on the iman. Anyway, and he told him, he said that at the moment, one great other Buzruk had saw a dream. And in the dream he had seen that at the moment, Allah Ta'ala's Mamla and dealing is very, very easy in a qabr. Basic questions are there, and you answer the basic questions, inshallah, you are forgiven. But he said the second part of the dream was a very, very, something that should raise our ears. That many, I'm not passing a fatwa, I'm just mentioning a dream. He said that many people who you regard as Muslims and you bury them, the iman in Allah is not correct. Now iman, if we have this iman, that everything is fine, but the laws of Islam regarding women are very rigid. You think our iman in a qabr will be accepted? You will mean that that law that Allah and Rasul have brought, that is rigid, that is not correct. There's another law that is better than them. What Allah has said, وَمَا كَانَ لِمُؤْمِنٍ وَلَا مُؤْمِنٍ إِذَا قَدَ اللَّهُ وَرَسُولُهُ أَمْرًا أَن يَكُونَ لَهُمُ. If they have to say any fasla, any decision made by Allah's Rasul, if we do not accept the decision from the bottom of our heart, then our iman is in this for the Quran. We haven't got iman of the Quran, my dear brothers. That sort of iman the kuffar also had. That sort of iman. But that comes in. Even one small ayat of iman is gone. Our iman is gone, my dear brothers. So we see, it's a very happy day from that point of view, that alhamdulillah, Allah Ta'ala has brought the 4 benevolence